Alrighty, here we are. We're back. It's been a while, and you'll notice that I don't know how to set up the little webcam thing. So we're gonna be looking at me, and you're gonna be looking at me, looking at this screen. So I've kind of changed it a little bit to see if maybe you can see it a little bit better. I'm also trying 1080p. We will see. Anyway, so today let me tell you the story. So I've got a couple who's close to retiring. It's the story for a lot of us, right? Not us, our parents. Um, and so they've got a little nest egg and they're looking for something to kind of retire in, but not yet, just kind of from like that transition period, which apparently is a thing. So that's kind of cool to learn. Anyway, so it's very, what they need is very specific. So they've got major pet allergies. So we're looking at new builds. And they said one bedroom, but I'm going to see if I can find a two bedroom in their price range. So we'll see. They've got some very specific neighborhoods that they want us to take a look at. And also, what else? I have a little list and everything. In-suite laundry, one bed, one bath, AC, elevator, all the good stuff. But the tricky thing is that they're going to try to stay under the $1,500 a month. So we're going to see what we can find. It's going to be fun. So come and join me. So the first thing you're going to see is my spreadsheet, okay? I guess my little face isn't there, so you don't get to see my little mug. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit closer. Doing it the way that Nathan really likes to see. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, sorry, I'm going to stop playing with that. Okay, so I've already updated it. So outdoor space, balcony, large windows, no balcony, parking situation. They've got a big truck, so likelihood that it fits in under any underground parking, I'm not sure. I just left it as is. Bedrooms, 2-bedroom, bathroom. Build year, I'm going to say 100% for 2026, which is this year. Excuse me. And 2025 is a 50, and anything later is a 0. Kitchen, they do love cooking, so I'm going to try to see if we can find something good. In-suite laundries, gotta have in-suite laundry. I kept it in close to walking trails just because I know that as we get older, we like to be outside more. Commute time, we're gonna be using, sorry about that, cats just got their little supper. Commute time is going to be based on the airport. So we're gonna see for that. Neighborhood, again, as I said, they have several neighborhoods that they would like. And then if there's an elevator in the building for aging, and then again, if there's amenities. So after my conversation with them, of course, it has to be affordable. They have $80,000 available for their down payment. I'm going to also lump that in with closing costs, and then monthly payment is going to be $1,500. Again, we're going to see if that works. Stress test for the mortgage, I'm going to keep. So outdoor space. They honestly didn't mention it, so I'm going to drop it down to a 2% and just see at the end, and maybe we can add a little bit more on. But parking situation, I'm going to immediately put it up to probably about 10, because that's pretty important for them. Bedrooms, 5%, 3%. Build year is going to be another super high one, so I'm going to do 15. Open plan, they didn't really mention anything. I'm going to drop it down to a 1. You know what? I'm going to drop down these ones to a 1 as well. We'll circle back. Okay, ensuite, I didn't update that. It was in-suite laundry. That was something that they mentioned that they really needed, so I'm going to put it as a 5%. Close to walking trails, they didn't mention that. I'm going to put it 1%. Between time, they didn't mention it. I think because we talked about their preferred neighborhoods, that's going to probably be taken care of. Okay, neighborhood fit. They were specific about their neighborhoods. I'm going to give it a 7%. Allows pets. I'm going to does not allow pets. And I'll leave that at 3. Appliances, of course, if they're new, and centralized. Okay. Okay, so we have about 10% that we have to cut away at. So I'm going to actually say I am not going to consider anything that needs renovations because it could have had a cat or a dog in there. So I'm going to put a 0 in there. So we have 1% now to play with. Let's drop this down to 6%. And now we have 3%. So I'm going to give that to, let's see, 3%. Let's give that to this one, and this one. Okay, and then just give me a second while I let my cat in to eat some food. Okay, there you go, Gigi. Okay. Probably will come to join us. Okay, anyway, so let's go and see what is cooking. Property 1, let's check it out. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can change the view so that you can see this new view. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Gigi, you either need to be here or not. Okay. We will see how he does. If he annoys me, well, he's going to be leaving. Okay, I can already see he's starting to annoy me, so we will see. Okay, so realtor.com, or sorry, realtor.ca is the MLS listing that is pretty good to use. I've decided that he's no longer welcome. And as you can see, it's doing a really good job working. So let's just see if I can reload this. Maybe it forgot who it was. Anyway, while we're waiting for that, so everything, as I said, is property 1, property 2, property 3. We're going to try to smash through a whole bunch, as many as possible, and then we're going to go and take a look at the matrix and see how it's cooking. Wow, it's really not working here. Okay, realtor.ca, let's see. Did it just decide to go down during one of these? Okay, that's cool, no problem. Let's see, what's another one? We could do Zillow, right? Let's see, Zillow real estate. Okay. I haven't done a whole lot of work. Oh, my internet must be having a struggle moment. Okay, realtor.ca has decided to come online. I'm just not sure what's going on here. Everything is deciding to be silly. Okay, well, oh, here we go. Residential. And we're gonna go Calgary. We're not, there's too much loading on this screen, clearly. And I'm also guessing request failed, huh? Jeez Louise, what is going on here? Okay, well that loaded very fast, so let's see. Even if we can just start, that'd be great. Right? Okay, so Calgary. Hello, Calgary. All right, let's go into our filters here. I haven't worked with Zillow very often, and I might just start working with it because Realtor is being silly. But okay, maybe just my whole internet has decided to just die. I am not sure. What is happening here? Okay. Well, I'm gonna close that one down and maybe that will help from a streaming standpoint. We're just gonna waste our time here, are we? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm gonna just trust that Realtor can figure it out. Okay, year built. The minimum is gonna be 2025 and the maximum is gonna be 2026. I'm gonna do, honestly, that's probably everything I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll throw a max on here so that it doesn't give us anything that is too wild. I'll put a 500 max on there. I know that's wildly out of reach, but sometimes you need to play the Realtor game. So first things first, they are really interested in Greenwood and Trinity. So these two neighborhoods. So it doesn't look like there's anything in Trinity, but it does look like there's something in here. So that's nice. Okay, so maybe let's look at this 245 one. Okay, and I'm just going to separate the views, and then I'm going to new split view with current tab so that we can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to collect that one because geez Louise, what's going on here? Okay, and then I'm going to go to a different, sorry, now I have my other cat. Oh, what's going on? What's going on here? Okay, alrighty, so that's loading very slowly. We love a good slow load. The next neighborhood that they were interested in is, they were interested in Aspen Woods and then also Marteloup, which is right here. I'm just gonna let this load since it's gonna take us 1,000 years anyway. So let's start here and maybe we can fill one out. Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm copying this. I'm putting the realtor link in there. Alrighty, so first things first, the purchase price is $245,700. Okay, so that brings us, and then if our down payment is 20%, that still brings us underneath, so that's good. We're going to see lots of divs here just because I removed any kind of renovation, and that's just the way it's going to be. Okay, so then do we have any property taxes? We don't yet. I don't know this area well enough to give us anything. Do we have any condo fees? Oh, yes. 205 condo fees. Okay. Why did that? And I'm just having all the problems today. We love a good official looking thing, right? Okay, so property taxes, again, I'm not sure exactly what they are, and I will have to look up. So property taxes in Calgary, AB 2026, one bed. Let's just take this random number here. Okay, so 1347, sure. Okay, just so that we have a number, working numbers is fine. Okay. Alrighty, so this is the number right now. So right now the numbers are good. Affordable down payment and closing costs, affordable monthly payment. And so that includes, again, as we saw, all these payments, so the mortgage, the property taxes, the condo fees, and the insurance. There's no affordable budget or anything. And then the stress test for the mortgage. Let me just scroll over here. So the new payment would be 150. So why is that like that? Okay. Okay. There's something fishy going on there. Oh no, here it is. Okay. Anyway, so that passes too, so that's good. Okay, so let's look and see, what does this place look like? So it's got an entry hall. I would say it's open, but it's just a really simple kitchen layout. There's an AC unit and there's in-suite laundry. So let's go to the in-suite laundry. Yes, it does. 100. Okay. And then it has one bedroom at least, and it has one bathroom, and it's new. And it's going to be built in 2026. So that's good. So 2026, what did we say that was? It was a yes. Here we are, 100%. 100 on there. And then this one was 50 and 50. They're just one bedroom, one bath. It didn't look like there's any outdoor space, so I'm gonna say no to balcony. It does look like it has pretty large windows though, but yeah, so maybe I'll give it a 50 just because it does have that large window. Let's look at these parking. Parking stalls is 1, no animal, blah, blah, blah. Parking totals, parking stall. Okay, so it looks like there's only 1 parking stall, so, and I'm not seeing, it looks like it's gonna be above ground parking. So I'm gonna say it's a 50. Okay. Okay, kitchen. I mean, it's a galley kitchen. So where's my kitchen at? Okay, open plan. I guess technically it is 50 because it is an open plan. Okay, close to walking trails. Let's look at this area. Okay, so kind of like, yeah, I guess there's kind of close to walking trails. There's a walking trail here. So we could give it, it's probably not the easiest walking trail, but it's probably about 50 here. Commute time, that is 30 minutes or less, 30 plus minutes. From there, I'd probably say 30 minutes, so 50. It does fit their values. It does fit what they're looking for, and it does not allow pets, and it is all new. And is there AC? It didn't look like the AC was centralized. Air. Forced air. Cool. Cooling. See remarks. Okay. I'm going to say no, there's none. Okay. Alrighty, so this looks like it actually comes out at a 90.5. So you know what? That's beautiful and incredible to start there for our first one. So okay, I'm just going to do a 0 here so that it actually prints. Okay, so let's do the next one, and hopefully it has loaded. Okay, so Aspen Woods is another one that they want to do. Let's just take a look and see these 3. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, oh yeah, and I pre-looked at this one. This is a new build. This is a new build to be finished in 2027 or something like that. So that's not really helpful for anybody. Are we gonna look at this? Let's just look just to confirm. Built in 2026, however, coming summer 2028. Yeah. Nope, that's not gonna work. What is happening with my internet today? It's just terrible. Of course, Nathan leaves and suddenly everything is Are we loading or are we not loading? Okay. Oh. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, built in 2025, so we'd have to take a look. We can check it out. Okay, I'm gonna just, at this point, I'm just gonna collect so that things are actually, you know, working. So, okay. And then is there anything in Marda Loop area? No. Okay, nobody was surprised. Then Inglewood, is there anything in Inglewood here? I see nothing. And we already checked the other 2. Okay, well that's disappointing. Might not be the time to be buying in this area if that is what they want. I wonder what this is. Holy, what is happening with my internet? That's just terrible. Okay. You know what? Let's just see. So 429 and 450. Okay. Let's just look. And then if we come in here and let's pull a couple more of these. Is there anything in this West Springs, or is this all just that welcome place? Not sure. I'm going to pull this one too. I'm going to pull this one and I'm going to pull this one. Honestly, I'm just pulling a whole bunch because my internet's being silly. Usually I wouldn't pull this many. But girl's got to do what she's got to do, you know? Wow, this 5 just really doesn't want to open. Okay, well, we're going to ignore it. Okay, so let's look at this one next. Yay! Okay. Okay, so property 2 is Broadcast Avenue. Okay, so purchase price is $427,900. That is a little bit higher. Let's do 20%. Okay, that's over their asking. So if we were to do 15%, that is under. Okay. Immediately their number goes out the door for that thing. But you know what? There really isn't very much on the property or on the market. I'm going to just 1,500 in there just because. $1 is not appropriate. Okay, so monthly $347.56. Let's add that there. And then remember there was that silly little bug that I had forgotten to add that to it. Silly. Whew, those are some high stuff. Okay, so parking type is 1 underground. Okay, so let's take a look and see because we never know. This bright 2-bedroom plus 10. Okay, so we do have. Okay. Okay, immediately I can see why, but let's see. Open plan with storage. I would say it has an open plan. But there's lots of storage there, so I'm going to give it 100 here. It was built. Actually, we'll come back to built. But yes, it's 2 bedrooms. Did you see 2 baths on there? Oh yeah, look at all that storage. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, they've got a balcony, some outdoor space. Okay, and then of course there's 30 pictures, but of course none of them are actually loading. No problem. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. So I'm going to give that 100% for both. I'm just going to fix that right there. Okay, and then we do have a garage for 1 car, so I'm going to give it to 75. Build year is 2025, so I'm going to give it a 50. In-suite laundry, did it say anything about in-suite? Yes, it did. Okay, so in-suite laundry was 100 and close to walking trails. Where did we find this one? Dare I touch something? We'll come back to it. So that's going to be a 50 because it's going to be 30, and it is close to one of the neighborhoods that they want, but not quite a neighborhood that they want. What did I say? Neighborhood close to favorites. Yeah, 50. Let's see, pets allowed with restrictions, so there will be some pets. So it's not allow pets. 0, it does allow pets. It is all brand new and AC centralized. I'm not sure. Let's check. Cool. Cooling is a wall unit. It is not AC centralized. However, there is a wall unit, so we love a good wall unit. Okay. And then immediately we can kind of see, even though I don't have the walking trails, and even though there's more bedrooms and more everything, it still only scores a 57. Okay, because we're not buying something we can't afford. So, okay, so that's 57. Thank you very much, and move on. Let's go next. Woo! Okay, computer. It's like I don't use my computer for every single part of my day. Okay, we're back. Okay, property number 2. No, property number 3. Hello. What are you doing? 429, 900. So we're going to have probably about the same problem here. So let's say 17% property taxes is it going to say. Okay, so there is AC. It's a unit, but that's okay. We'll take it. A separate laundry, there is. Okay. Do we not have any taxes written on here? Man, what is that? That drives me crazy. Okay, so we've got pretty high maintenance fees here. And again, hello glitch. No problem. We were able to fix you nice and fast. Whew, that is much higher. Okay, and then that, we're going to need to bring it down. Okay. Okay, it's way over both of the things that they want. Okay, so I'm just looking at here. Bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. Okay, so we've got 100% here. And we've got 2 bathrooms, 100%. Parking situation, let's take a look. And it looks like the living room is good, 2026. So build year is 100%. Parking, let's look, park. One titled underground parking. Great, okay, so that is a 75, right? And is there any outdoor space? There is a outdoor space. Okay, what else did I not do? And it looked like it was a pretty good open plan kitchen. It was a 50 and it is in their preferred place. And let's look. Pets allowed. Okay, so that's going to be a 0 and yes. Okay, so you can see immediately that this one is 68, so it's getting kind of closer, but not really. Okay. Thank you for being with us. Let's go the next one. Okay, I do have some different variations. Okay. So property 4, let's do this. We're just crushing it now that the internet loaded. Okay. Okay. Why did that already have that? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's wiggle that down to 15%. Okay, 15%. Are we going to give us property taxes? No. Why would we do that? It is built in 2026, so that is at 100%. Honestly, it's kind of easy doing these new ones because it's like, you know what I haven't done is elevator in any of the other ones. Oh, geez. Okay, so 0 for that. What are our condo fees? Let's add ourselves here. Boom. La la la, much higher than they're looking for. But let's just see. We're playing, right? Because it's hard to find something that's going to work. Attached garage. La 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 la. In-suite laundry. 100%. And then the in-suite laundry is a yes. Okay. Okay, so then it is 2 bedrooms and it is 2 bedrooms and it is 2 bathrooms. And the parking situation, there is 2. I'm just not entirely sure. When they say attached, is that like attached or is that like, I'm gonna guess it's pads. I don't see any garages and I don't see any mention attached. Oh no, attached garage. See remarks, it's in tandem. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 75 because I know one of the truck is humongous. So we're just gonna do that. And then outdoor space. Do we have a balcony? Balcony, yes, we do. Is it gonna be useful? We just don't quite know. Okay, so commute time is 50. It is part of their neighborhood that they want. Pets allowed in it, so I'm gonna say 0, and it is all new and AC. Okay, so this one is hitting a 67. Let's just take a look at our matrix and see how we're cooking. Okay, so we're gonna put zeros in all of these. Okay, so far, property 3 and property 1. Okay, so we'll swing back around after we kind of go through everything because we've got a couple more to do. And then let's go to this one next. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of AI going on. Don't know if I love that, but it's okay. We're all in a new age, you know. But, and you know what? I'm sure an AI could do this faster than me, but there's just something about doing it that's nice and relaxing. Tax, we're going to do 1500 because I'm not loving that feature. I don't know why that changed. It used to be able to add that, but can't. So, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to be sad. Look, central air conditioning. Okay. Alrighty, so far, not doing great, but that's okay. So 100. Appliances new. Pets allowed, so 0. What did we say? This is West Springs. It's close, but not the Aspen that they were looking for. It is 50, close to walking trails. Not really. In-suite laundry. In-suite laundry. In-suite laundry. Laundry. Let's keep that. Okay, long condo fees, walking distance to restaurants. Yeah, that's kind of nice actually. Brand new, never occupied, 2-bedroom unit on the 5th floor with Sunset. Ooh, you know what? That does sound beautiful. If only we knew if it had an elevator. Okay, 75 for the garage, outdoor space, balcony. Oh yeah. It does look like there's a balcony, hey? Oh my goodness. Are we... Honestly, I'm kind of glad that they've got this. Okay, only 4-minute walk away. You know what? That's good. That you actually win on that land. Then, if only I could see the kitchen. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give it a 50 because it doesn't look like much. And if it ever loads, then that's great for it. It looks like there's a balcony. Okay, so look at that. So I would have thought that this would have actually ranked higher because of certain pieces, but honestly, it's only 57. And again, 57, that brings us to both of these properties are 57s, which I wouldn't go see if I got a 57. So, okay, let's go next. Okay. This is why it's so interesting to do this, you know, because it's like you might think that you know what is cooking, and then it's like, oh, you just don't. Anyway, It's interesting. Oh, this one's a pretty penny, isn't it? Jeez Louise. Okay, it'll have to drop to 12% to get that. Hopefully you're still with me, and if not, I don't blame you. Annual property tax is $100. I don't think so. Okay, $1,500. Condo fees. Let's look. Okay, so we already have 304, and then monthly costs. Yeah, you know that there's two things that I haven't been doing. I wonder why those aren't. Anyway, we'll take a look after. Pets allowed with restrictions, so it does allow pets. Neighborhood fit, what are we? We're 50 because it's close, but not quite close enough. We are that, and then of course Central Park, we're pretty close, so I'd give it 100 there. We've got an in-suite laundry. Oh, it's not mentioning laundry, no way. Okay. Fully equipped fitness center. Interesting. Okay, so it does look like there's outdoor space. Parking underground. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Build year is 2025, so it gets a 50. Oh, it's very close to all the shops. Okay, honestly, it's actually a pretty nice kitchen. However, it doesn't look like there's lots of storage. So I'm going to give it a 50. I can't believe I can't see laundry on here. So that's terrifying a bit. And I don't even have any extra. Okay, so they do have AC. And it is all new appliances, in-suite laundry. I just don't know about that. And then the parking. One titled parking stall. Okay, so that is a 75. Okay, not sure about the in-suite laundry. So I'm gonna assume there's laundry. But I mean, again, that's terrible for me to be assuming that. It does look like there's a balcony. What did I say? Yes. Okay. Okay, there is laundry. I think. Yeah, and then that is the game room, the exercise, the bike area, pet wash station apparently. Ooh, chargers. Okay. Okay, let's take care of this. What do you think? What do you think it's going to be? It's going to be 57. 58. Ugh, okay. Okay. Oh, we're on our last one. Okay. It is worth it. I was going to be like, it's not even worth it. No, it is worth it. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's $3.99. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I have to count it because I don't know who I am. Okay, let's try to get it up there. 16%. Let's say 16, 17. Sure, 17%. Okay, property taxes, 0. Okay, there's obviously property taxes. I don't know what everybody's doing. 275.84. And of course, we need to make sure that we add that in. Jeez, we just have not been able to find any good luck, hey? Not even close to that first one. You know what? Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do other than show you what there is, and that's all I can do. Shopping. Oh, it's a no animal home. Nice. Okay, it is a 50. There is an elevator, so that's good. I know that it's kind of close, and it's another one of those. Just reading quickly. Very close to walking, whatever that means. Okay, I'm going to give it a 50 because I don't know if that really counts as Laundry. Okay, it's not giving me anything. Okay, let's look at this little kitchen. It's a very little kitchen. I'm going to give it a 50. Okay, a 50. Nice floors though, hey? I like this under. Okay, there is an in-suite laundry. I like the under cabinet in the bathroom. That is a very nice feature. Wouldn't pay money for it, but that's a nice feature. Okay, build year, let's check. 2025, so it's a 50. 2 bedrooms, so it's a 50. Yep, because it's 1 bedroom plus den, but that doesn't really count. So 50. Parking, let's look. Parking underground is 1, so we'll do a 75 here. Outdoor space, is there a balcony? It didn't look like it. It does look like there's a, oh, it does look like there's a balcony. I don't know why people don't put those kind of keywords in, because like that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for, man. Just kidding. Okay, so this is a 58.8. Nice. Okay, so far the first one is the number 1. The only problem is that it's small. So I'm not sure. Like it'll be interesting to see when they go and see it. But there's a couple, like there's a 68 and a 67. You know, maybe to like go and take a look. I'm just gonna dive one more time into Realtor and just see what I can see. You know, because like maybe that's just. I'm gonna be a little wild. You know, I'm not gonna go that far out because like that's a little wild, but I am going to, because there's some interesting things in Chestermere. There's some interesting things in Cochrane. Again, if this is our commute, I'm gonna kind of stay in this area. But like I was looking up here, and I'm not sure if they'd be interested in Sage Hill, but I was potentially seeing something in here yesterday when I was doing an initial little peekaroni. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring down the price because I just want to see if I can find something that's in that same realm, you know? Let's just do 300 because I like to make Realtor sweat. Okay. Oh, right. I saw this one. Okay, well, let's just take a look. There's no harm in taking a look other than wasting all of our time. So that's great. Okay, 1. Fine. You don't want to show? Don't show me. What have we just decided to like take a little vacation here? Some of us are working here, people. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of load these random ones. I'm gonna bring this back down. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna add this one to split view. And we'll just see. You know what? We're just gonna do a last little, like last ditch effort just to see if we can find something that's even slightly closer. And then that's that. So 2025. Okay, it's been on the market for a year. Love this super grainy picture. Let's take a look. 279,900. Okay, so they could put a 20% down, so that's good. Property taxes, of course, they don't have it, so I'm just going to do 1,500, and then condo fees, 302. And like, there's so many reasons why something is on the market for a long time. So again, that's why you have a really good realtor. I am not that person. But I do have pretty good connections across Canada. So if you're looking for something, I might be able to help you, but not officially because I don't do that stuff. Not that I don't like doing that stuff. It's just I'm not. That's not my thing. I just like this, and I just do what I like to do. So terrible. Sorry about it, but here we are. Okay, close to walking trails. Let's give it a 50. Neighborhood, it's 0. It's definitely not close to anything they want to do. Okay, so we've got a spacious balcony. It would be interesting why this hasn't been scooped. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty simple, you know, 2-bedroom. If only the pictures would load. It's okay. I will survive. I will survive. 50 for that one. And it looks like it's, and it didn't say anything about underground. So honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going to give it a 50 because it's probably just a parking pad. It does say there's a balcony, so I'm going to give it 100 in there. It's the kitchen. It could be, yeah, you know. And then in suite, it doesn't say anything about in suite. Again, I would be shocked to find that they didn't have an in suite laundry. But that would be something that you'd have to go and take a look yourself. So let's see. 47. That's terrible. Okay, in suite laundry. Let's give it a 50 just because I'm not entirely sure. Okay, look at that. 50 points out of our 100 points. Even though it's affordable and everything, I guess the affordable monthly cost isn't quite hitting it, and then a bunch of all these other ones aren't really quite hitting it either. So that's interesting. Let's try this one. But you can see how quickly we can just like whip through these, you know, like how much time it's been 46 minutes, and I've been struggling with Realtor for like probably half of it. So love that for me. Okay. Okay, property taxes. Again, really good at showing us what that is. Property, it's 178. Okay. What does that mean? That means that it's over. Okay. So there's all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So stylish countercrop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, just reading really quickly for, okay, central AC included. Large windows, you'll stay. The ravine, which means it's relatively close. Low condo fees, pretty quick possession. I didn't have anything about possession in here. Build year, 50. 50. Parking, elevator, and parking. Okay, assuming it's a pad. Okay. You know, it kind of looks like there could, oh, look. It's probably an underground. Okay. Okay. So the kitchen, I'm going to give it a 50. There's lots of space, but I guess you could potentially, if you turned it into like ooh, what a great picture of the next door neighbor's build. I love that. Okay. Focus, Carolyn. Okay. Close to walking trails, I'll give it a 50. Commute time, again, it's going to be another 50. It does not fit that. Let's see. Do we have any pets mentioned? Pets allowed and pets restrictions. So 0 and 0 and 100 here. Really, the question is there an outdoor space? There is a balcony, so that's cool. Okay, this is bringing us a laundry. Man, what is it with people who don't put that in? Okay, assuming there's laundry, but I'm not entirely sure because I can't tell pictures or description. So I'm going to give it a 50 just in case. So that brings up to a 59. Again, like just wildness, you know? Okay, so now before I do that, I'm going to duplicate this so that I've got at least 2 more runways to go. And then I promise we'll be done soon. Oh, actually I already did this one. Okay. Let's look at this one. Okay, I did not do this one. Price reduced, hey? Glacier Ridge. We love a cool name. Okay, property 10. Let's see. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me something, and it's going to be something. Oh! Well, that's not good news. Property tax is finally on one of them. However, you'll notice that it is more than I've been doing. So let's go back and probably reset that. Monthly. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to do something else too when we go. Cooling. Okay. So there is an in-suite laundry. Great job, this place. 50, 50. Parking situation. It's a 75 because there is one. Triplane. That's kind of nice, actually. Okay, AC is roughed in. So I'm going to give it a 50, as in you could do it if you wanted, and you could not do it if you don't want. Okay. Okay. I'm not seeing... Honestly, this kitchen's nice. I'm going to give it 100. Build year. I'm not sure what the build year is. 2025, so that gives it a 50. And outdoor space. Balcony. There is a balcony. Okay, and then in-suite laundry. There is, and then close to walking trails. I am honestly not sure. And I'm whipping, so I'm not going to check. Commute time is going to be a 50, and no. So that brings us to 54. Yeah. You know what? Not bad. So coming over here. So first of all, let's take this number and apply it to everybody else. Because actually, this one had the property taxes in there, didn't it? Okay. Okay. Again, I just put in a random number, so love that for us. Okay. Just to kind of give us a little bit more realistic. And then I'm going to do a couple different changes here, just to kind of give you an idea of how to play with it. Okay, so here at the matrix, we've got 90, 57, 68, 67, 57, 58, 58.5, 50, 59, and 54. Oh my gosh. Man, there's some really not great options. Anyway, but if we come over here and we go, okay, so 1500 was really kind of ridiculous to consider. Let's say 1700 is the right. Let's just see. So then does that change much? Not really, honestly. It brings some up to like a 74, for example. 79. Let's look at that. Property number 9. Oh, yeah. That was one we did just before that, obviously, because we're at 10. Anyway, it didn't change as much as I thought it was going to change, but you can kind of see from a larger thing, if you were to wiggle woggle in here and you're like, actually, this is more important to me than this, and then this is more important than this, and blah, 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 blah. If you were to change this, the matrix updates across all of the options, so then your matrix is always the most populated. And again, as I've said in other videos, I would walk anything that's over a 70. But I wouldn't walk anything below a 70 because it's clearly not even close to your values. And the other side too is that always remember that you can that you can change your mind, but also that the gut instinct is also sometimes the most important part. And so if you have a strong gut about some place, then it's probably the right place for you. If you don't have a strong gut about it, then it's probably not. Even if it checks all the boxes and all that kind of stuff, but some places just are not meant for you to be. So anyway, long story short, thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry that was so painful for Realtor.ca to do that. But I'm glad that we were able to go through like 10 properties. That's pretty cool in under an hour. So that's nice. So I hope that helps. And especially to the people that had requested this, I'll send this to you right away. And yeah, and I'll also send you this spreadsheet. So if you want the spreadsheet, or if you want me to review your situation or your scenario or anything, um, just shoot me kind of a message. I do have a form to fill out, but you honestly don't need a form. You could just shoot me a comment and what you're looking for and kind of your top values and all that. You know what the spreadsheet looks like now. So if you could get me something similar, I like reviewing areas. So that's that. So anyway, I'm Carolyn, and this was House Decision Matrix. I know there's probably a sexier name than that, but that's what it is called right now. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. And subscribe if you want to find out more about us. We are real estate investors across Canada, and we're using spreadsheets like this to make decisions that are based on logic and getting the best returns for our investors. So, anyway, if you want to know more about that, you just let me know. You know where to find me. Okay, bye. Have a great night and enjoy the spring. Or maybe not spring.